How's it going? And today, we're doing another amazing review.
We sure are.
We're doing a review on what movie, Jared?
Alien.
Alien!
The first movie.
Not Alien. Not Aliens. Alien. The first movie. We're watching this because...
He's never seen it.
I technically haven't really seen it. I mean, I know what basically happens, but besides the ending, I did not know the ending at all. But that's for later. But anyway, yeah, we mainly watched this because we watched Alien Romulus, which will be a review on our Patreon. Check that out.
It will not be on YouTube.
It will not be on YouTube. Only this will be on YouTube. But yeah, anyway, Aliens. It is about in a dystopian type futuristic future where like there's like fucking space truckers.
Space truckers.
I mean, I guess that's kind of what they are, right? Aren't they like space truckers, like going around like looking for shit?
Well,
and then they got a stress signal. They hear a stress signal.
They're hired by Weyland Yutani,
which is called the Company.
The Company.
We just call them the Company.
They have their own motives, though. The Company does.
Yeah, they wanted to
that
do
is
some shit.
Unknown to the crew.
Which is unknown.
By the way, this is going to be a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it, well, you've had time.
You had time to watch it. If you haven't, I'm sorry.
I don't know why you're here if you haven't watched it.
But anyway, yeah, the movie just starts with them in like cryo sleep, you know, and everything. And then they get like, I think they get like a distress signal, basically saying like, we gotta go there, we gotta go here because like one of the guys that works for the company is like, yeah, actually we gotta go there because you know, there might be some life there, and if there's any life, the company says we gotta check it out. So
but in actuality, the company knew that what was on that planet the whole time.
Yeah, they knew. They fucking knew.
Because
how could they know?
They've sent other ships.
I guess it just didn't go
that you'll see in the other movies, but they've sent other ships to this planet. They know about this planet.
There's like this big alien or whatever that looked like it had like something burst out of his chest.
It's an engineer, and to understand what an engineer is, you have to watch Prometheus, which we will one day do a review for.
Maybe.
Most likely.
Yeah, they start checking the ship. And then they find these eggs. And by the way, there's like some blue mist or whatever.
Apparently,
yeah.
That's like a security mechanism for the aliens.
To let the eggs know that there's something around there.
I never knew that.
And it activates them. I did, because I watched a YouTube video.
I watched a YouTube video about a guy's opinion.
About a man's very right opinion. And then, yeah, and then, like, the one guy, like, goes down to where the eggs are, because there's eggs, and he looks in the egg, and then he sees inside, there's stuff, and inside the stuff, there's a spider! I touched your lips. I'm sorry. Guys, you're gonna watch a murder, right? Watch a murder unfold.
God damn it!
But anyway, a spider latches on to the man.
Hand away from my face.
Latches onto the helmet of the guy that's looking into the egg, and then the fucking alien or whatever, like the spider has like some sort of
face hugger. It's a face hugger.
Yeah, they call it a face hugger. It's a face hugger. We all know. We watched Aliens, except for me. And the alien.
They take it back on board against Sigourney Weaver's orders to keep them out.
Yeah, because she was technically, you know,
the commanding officer, because
everyone else was out there.
The captain has left the ship.
And they're like, open the door. She's like, no. It's against the law. If we literally let him in, we're all gonna go to jail.
And also, he's a danger.
We might die. And turns out she was right.
She was right.
Because unfortunately, the robot, hold on. Unfortunately, the guy who's working with the Whalen, the company, lets them in and says, "Fuck you, we're letting them in," because they want what's in that one guy, and then they go in. You go into the fucking ship, and they're like checking them out. They're like, "What the fuck is that? Get that out of here!" And then
apparently it's suffocating him, and it like forced its way through the glass and helmet.
Somehow,
it wrapped on so tight it was busting the helmet.
Yeah, and then
the space helmet.
They try to cut it, but then acid spears out of it, spills. And then like goes through the entire ship.
And then they're talking about like cryogenically like doing putting them in cryo or whatever till they can figure it out. I believe.
Yeah.
And it just magically like unlatches itself from him. It's dead because it's done its work.
It's too late.
And yeah, they go about their business, and he's like, "Hey, I'm all right."
And then literally 20 minutes later,
they're eating dinner, and yeah, an alien busts out of his chest.
A spooky alien. He goes, "Boo,
boo,"
and everyone's like, "Ah! Oh
my god!
Oh my god! The alien!" It came out of his chest.
And then it takes off, and within 5 minutes, it becomes super large.
A giant alien that proceeds to hunt down the rest of the crew people until finally, there's like, what, 3 guys left? 3 people left, and then...
Because it kills the captain.
Yeah, it kills the captain and everything. Kills his one guy.
Well, it doesn't kill him instantly, like... You'll see it later on in the film, but it takes him, and I believe that's for like for keeping them alive, and it feeds them or whatever. So like
so they can continue to breed.
Basically, yeah.
And yeah, so basically now there's like 3 guys. Well, actually, technically 4. Ripley. There's one guy, I don't know his name, and then this one chick, and then the guy that works for the company, and then they're all there, and the captain just died, and everyone's like, "Shit, what the fuck do we do?" And then fucking Ripley's like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna go figure this shit out." And then like goes to like the motherboard, like computer or whatever on the ship, and then finds out that actually the company's been not giving a fuck about them this whole time. The whole plan was to get the alien, and in the bottom of the fucking whole thing it said, "Crew expendable." And then the guy who works for the company shows up and is like, "Oh yeah, I know this. It sucks, we need to figure it out, and everything." And then she's like, "I'm telling everybody." And then he closes the door, and then just proceeds to what?
He's just like, "No."
Oh, he's like, "No," and then closes the door, and then proceeds to knock her around.
It was kind of creepy. He threw her on a table, and then he's just like thinking around, and he's like.
He also starts spazzing and shit.
And then he like rolls up like this magazine and like is trying to like smother her.
He's trying to choke her with the fuck, which is very fucking like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was creepy.
This is dark. This is really fucking dark. And then the other 2 show up and are like, "What the fuck? Get away!" And then they beat him up, and then they find out that he's actually
a synthetic.
A synthetic, which is a cyborg, which basically is a human, except
they work for the company.
Except they work for the company. Except they got like robot parts, and their blood is white, and they got weird balls in their fucking body inside of their guts. And then they basically try to bring him back, and he's like, "So what the fuck? What's up?" And he's like, "Well, you already know. We're just."
I gotta let you know, your chances aren't good.
They're not good.
Have my condolences.
You guys are gonna die. Bye. And then they leave, and then the one guy like burns the whole room
with a flamethrower.
Yeah, and then a whole scene proceeds of where Ripley separates from the other two,
and they just instantly die.
Yeah, the other two are like trying to do some shit with something while Ripley's getting her cat.
Yeah,
It's just like, I need to get my cat. My cat's more important.
but
And then gets the cat, and then while she's getting the cat, you're just hearing screaming from like a couple floors down, like of everybody basically getting murdered. So the alien's just like, yo, what's up? And just starts fucking bodying, just start fucking killing people.
well, that's not actually how it happened. He's not.
He's like, fuck you, uppercuts. One guy's head off.
That is not true in the least bit.
So he started fucking boxing. No, anyway, he kills everybody, and then Ripley shows up and is like, oh, fuck!
But it was kind of
And then starts getting chased.
the reason these two died. It was kind of the other crewmate's fault. The other girl that was there. It was kind of her fault. She just froze up and was like, I can't do it. I can't. And wouldn't get the fuck out of the way.
If he would have moved, he would have been able to burn him.
Yeah.
Burn it. And
Instead,
he, like, tackles it, and then, like, he dies.
and she's just standing in the corner, just accepting it.
Yeah. And then,
And then Ripley's all alone.
And then Ripley's walking around now.
She's walking to the cryopod with her cat, and she literally, like, she turns the corner and she sees the alien dropping out of, I think, a vent or something, or it was turning a corner anyway.
No, that was after she turned down the self-destruct.
Well, yeah, she did turn on the self-destruct, and now she's trying to get to the escape pods.
Yep, escape pod.
And she turns the corner and she just sees the alien, and she drops the cat and just was like, fuck it, and then starts backing up.
And leaves, goes back to the self-destruct and tries to turn it off, but then is unable to. And then goes back down, grabs the cat, goes into the fucking, the escape pod, and then just takes off and then leaves with 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
And then everything's cool. She escaped the alien. Everything's great, right?
It's great.
Nothing's gonna go bad.
It's
She
lovely.
puts the cat in the cryo bed, and then she's fiddling, and she goes to the corner and she's fiddling with the computers, and then she looks at the fucking wall, and then an alien hand shows up, just reaches for her, and he's like,
Which it was like either hiding
I think
or trying to hibernate.
I think it was trying to hibernate and hide because, like, you know, because it knew it was gonna go.
But she was
Be a while before it hit anything. But then, I don't know. I guess it was just like, all right, if you stay away from me, I'll be cool.
But we're going wherever you're going.
Yeah, it was basically hitchhiking. It wasn't really planning on killing her.
I don't even know if it knew she was there.
I don't know. Maybe it was just, you know, maybe it was just docile at that point. I don't know. But anyway, she, like, backs up into, like, a fucking closet.
Because she
like,
can't do anything because it's in the control panel, and she can't destroy the control panel.
Yeah, and she basically goes into a spacesuit.
Yeah.
Grabs a fucking grappling hook.
And has a standoff with it.
Yeah, and like stands in and sits in a chair that's across from it, and then she like fiddles with some stuff on a keypad or whatever next to her.
Yeah.
And then makes the fucking smoke go into the alien's face, and then that makes the alien go out of the hiding spot. And fucking the airlock, the whole ship opens up, the fucking alien flies out, but then she shoots it.
Yeah, a grappling hook.
And then closes the doors, and then the alien like tries to like go in through like the fucking
and she turns the thrusters on.
Goes through the thruster engine, and then she turns on the thrusters, and it fucking just melts it, and he's like ah! And then just fucking launches it into space, and then she takes off.
And then the movie's done.
And then she goes into cryosleep, and then it's all over. Until the second movie, which we will watch some other time. But, I don't know, I would think they give this movie a good 7 or 8. It was
I give it an
very,
8.
it was very enjoyable, honestly. I mean, there was only like a couple of parts where I was like, I could probably look away. There's probably nothing interesting happening. Because there was just some parts where they were just talking and like, the engines need engineering and the things need things. They're kind of just, I guess, world building, I guess.
But the cat survived, so.
So yeah, thanks for watching. And check out all of our other stuff, our X or Patreon or another gaming channel. Check that out. That's cool. And yeah, bye.
All that will be down in the description. Bye-bye.
Bye.